Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm finally getting around to doing this, which is putting all the Persona 5 assets into one video. I'll leave the other ones up, you know, why not? It's got views and comments and stuff like that on it, but if you want to just come here and download specific things, that's what it's here for. The links are in the description, there's quite a few of them, it's all Google Drive document stuff, so just click on whichever one you need. They are in chronological order, the same way they are in the video, so if you're trying to figure out which file is which, just go off of that. And the ones with the little asterisks next to them are the uncompressed After Effects files, so they are quite large, bear that in mind. I could have re-rendered them in the encoder or in Premiere, but kind of lazy. That would have taken a little bit of time, and plus some of the links are already up on the Google Drive, so it would mean taking them down and re-uploading them. Plus there's a couple that you need the sort of transparent background that Premiere Pro says it offers, but then it doesn't really seem to work that well, so yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, and I didn't want to put them all in one folder just because there's quite a lot of files and some of them probably won't apply to everyone, so yeah, so that covers that. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the intro. It's simple enough to do, but it's a little bit of an oversight on my behalf, so apologies about that. So beneath the two layers that I've got on screen here that I've got changed this, it's actually the layer beneath it that you need to start with. So if you delete the two layers above it, then that'll leave you with the original text layer. If you make that text layer visible so you can see what you type in, so change that to whatever you want it to be, and then right click on it, and towards the bottom of the menu it'll say create. If you create shapes from text, then you can change the fill to be black or white depending on which layer you want to do first. So then that'll give you a layer that is now a shape layer, so make sure that you've spelled everything right and the text is correct, because you can't change it afterwards. You have to delete it and then redo it again. So do that. Once you're happy with it, let's say on the fill and all that, click on it and bring the menu for like the transform and stuff like that, and in the top right of that drop down menu you'll have the animate option. Towards the bottom of that there's the trim paths option, and that'll bring up a list, as you can see on screen now, that has every letter. So what you need to do is go down to the bottom. I like to have it on individual rather than simultaneously, because it just looks a bit weird with all the text coming up at the same time. Like, the whole point of this animation is that the lines go across the screen, then it pops up as it goes off the screen. So yeah, go down to that, set it individually, and then put the end point to 0, and then put the end point to where you want to start the animation. I personally had it just a little bit after the lines hit the text. Then start your keyframe there, and then go across to where you want the animation to end, and just ramp that up to 100, and that's pretty much your animation in a nutshell. If you want to tweak it and stuff like that, you can do, but yeah, that's pretty much about it. So then what you can do after that is you can duplicate that layer, and if you did the white layer, then do the layer beneath that you've duplicated as a black layer, or vice versa. If you've done the black layer, then duplicate it, put the white layer on top, and then just offset the black layer behind it a little bit, so it's a little bit like a drop shadow. And yeah, that's it. So do that for that layer, and then also do it for the two layers as well, where you can see like the C and the T. So you want to change that to whatever you want it to be, then just do the same thing again. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. It's just one of them things where if you you know, if you're given a file, you're expecting it to be a little bit easier. But yeah, apologies about that, but now you know. And if you struggle to follow my tutorial, if you just search in YouTube, I don't know, like create animation from text and stuff like that, that's how I learned to do it. There's loads of good tutorials out there, and you might be able to even do something slightly different, that might be a little bit more complicated or suits your style a bit more. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you for all the views and the subscribers over the last year. It's quite nice to see. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing these sorts of videos, and yeah, I'll leave you to it. So bye.